Well, BT, I hope you're well. I wanted to share a very quick Torah thought with you for this week's Torah portion, Parshas Be'har. Parshas Be'har begins with the commandment, the Torah commandment of Shemitah. Shemitah is the mandatory sabbatical year when all fields in Israel lie fallow for one complete year. When the Torah introduces this law, the Torah tells us, "Vayidaber Hashem el Moshe b'Har Sinai lemar." God spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, saying. Now the question, the obvious question, which is asked by Rashi in his famous commentary on Chumash, is why specifically, when it comes to the mitzvah of Shemitah, does the Torah reference Har Sinai? Mount Sinai is our binding commitment for all commandments. So why specifically when it comes to this commandment does the Torah reference Har Sinai? And Rashi gives his answer. I'd like to suggest another answer. Mount Sinai is the time when we made an eternal covenant with God. And he told us, V'yitem li segula, you will be my treasure, my prize, ki li kol haaretz, because the land is all mine. What God was saying to us was, you are my treasure, you are my prize, I love you, you are my children, I will always protect you and be with you. You know why? Because li kol haaretz, the land is entirely mine. I can control everything. And even when things seem to be unrealistic, impossible, God will protect us and be there for us. The Jewish nation has been through a lot. Statistically, we probably should not be here anymore, but we are. Do you know why? Because we're God's treasure. Shemitah is a very similar thing. Shemitah is impossible. It's just impossible to fathom how an entire country will shut down all of its agricultural activity and still survive. How will the farmers make money? Where will the produce come from? How is it possible? It's unrealistic. Doesn't make sense. But God says, if you'll ask me, what will you eat? You know what? I will command my blessing to rest upon you. And the 6th year will produce enough for the 6th year, the 7th year, and the 8th year. God is telling us the same thing when it comes to Mount Sinai as he is telling us when it comes to Shemitah. And that is, you are my children. I love you. I own the world. I own the land. I will take care of you. I will make you survive even in the most grim of circumstances. My dear friends, it's no secret. The entire world is going through a very difficult time right now. We are going through a global pandemic that has wreaked havoc on almost every aspect of the world, and especially the economy. We have to remember, we've been through a lot worse, and God has taken care of us. God will continue to take care of us. We are God's children. We are God's prize. We are God's segula. We are God's treasure. He loves us. He has taken care of us. And he will take care of us. And that's the message of Shemitah, the sabbatical year, and Mount Sinai being linked together. We should always remember, we are the Jewish nation. We are not bound to what we consider to be normal, realistic expectations. We have exceeded expectations, and we will continue to always exceed expectations. My dear friends, I miss you, and I long for the day when we'll get back together physically in our school building. But for the meantime, so long, Shabbat Shalom.